is that there was a man, Jesus, 2,000 years ago, and he was killed and put in a tomb, and on Sunday morning, 3 days later, he came back to show the power of God, to show that everything that Jesus had said was true, and they knew it because he had risen from the dead. So that's what we celebrate tomorrow morning on Easter, and I was thinking about that idea of running.
We are doing the egg hunt, following the clues. I'm Suzanne Ridgway. This is Let Us Eat, and welcome to my channel. It is a bitter cold day today, and it just doesn't want to get warm. We actually had a little bit of snow yesterday morning, and it accumulated just a little bit, but gone by noon. Today we went over to our church for an egg hunt they had set up for older children, and my kids got some candy in their baskets, and our pastor did a brief prayer, and the kids, the small ones, went over to their area and ran all over the yard, and the older kids went through with all the clues, gathering candy and eggs along the way. So it was an enjoyable morning, despite how cold it was. And we're going to go back to church tomorrow. It's been a while due to the pandemic, with limited seating and social distancing, and just trying to be safe. We're going to wear our masks, and I can't wear my Easter vest tomorrow. I'm a little bummed about that because it's going to be cold. But we're going to still dress up nice, at least me and my teen are. I'm going to go to service in the morning, and then I'm going to come home and prep our ham, because we're going to have a nice big ham dinner, and I'm going to do my before and after tablescape with all my Dollar Tree dishes, and I'm so excited to be able to show this to you all. But today I'm going to be making a potato cheese soup from the Dollar Tree. My last soup I did was a Panera style broccoli cheddar soup, and now I'm going to do a potato cheese soup. And I got some real pepper jack cheese, and I got some green giant potatoes that I'm going to drain and mash up before I put it into my stock pot. And in my stock pot, I'm going to fill it up part with water and part way with chicken stock. Normally when I cook from scratch, I use bouillon cubes to make my broth. And when I baste turkeys and things, I make a big pot of stock. And I baste my turkey, and my turkey comes out golden brown every time. I'm going to use this Dollar Tree broth. I'm going to give it a try. It worked really well with the Panera soup. And I'm going to turn the camera around in a moment and show you everything that I'm going to be using to make this delicious potato cheese soup. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. Let's look for that subscribe word and click on it. It'll go from red to gray. Tap on that bell so YouTube will notify you when I upload a new video. That way you'll be in the know and get to see my awesome tablescape with all Dollar Tree dishes. They're so beautiful. They're spring patterns this year, and I cannot wait to show you everything that I picked up for my tablescape. I'm going to turn the camera around, and we're going to get into the video. Dollar Tree does carry real cheese. They have Lakeview cheese pepper jack. I have 1 5-ounce brick. I have 3 cans of the sliced potatoes, and they are a 15-ounce can. Then I have cream of mushroom soup. That's a 14.75-ounce can. And then I have a chicken broth, which is 32 ounces. It's 2 pounds, and I'm not going to be using this entire box. I will save it for my next Dollar Tree dinner. I'm going to fill this up halfway, and I'm going to add the chicken broth as well. Just filled up 3/4 of the way full. I'm going to put this on high heat, and when it starts bubbling around the sides, I'm going to reduce the heat to medium heat. I'm going to open my cans of potatoes. I have 3 of them, and I'm going to dump them out because I don't want any of the juices. And I don't really have to cut any of these. They're already sliced, so that's really convenient. Always rinse your vegetables from the cans because you don't know how long they've been sitting on the shelves. I'm going to let that run for about a minute. I'm going to prep my brick of cheese before I open the cream soup. Just slice all the way down the package. And I chose pepper jack because it has amazing flavor and it tastes wonderful. Again, this is real cheese. Some of their cheeses are not real. Just pay attention to the labeling. I've had someone point that out. Sometimes I don't work with what I can get to bring everybody dinners, and be mindful that some people can't have dairy, and that's an option for them. Always keep the community kind with comments, and everybody's been wonderful. I hope everybody's ready for tomorrow and has all their dinner items and pre-prepping what they need to prep. I have my cheese ready and the water is slowly starting to come to a boil. I'm going to open my cream of mushroom soup. Mine doesn't carry cream of potato or celery. I would have gone with that, but mushrooms go with everything, so. You can use evaporated milk. I choose to use cream soup because I do have some dairy issues and I can't have evaporated milk. I can have cheese, but limited cheese. I'm also going to be putting in 3 teaspoons of garlic and 3 teaspoons of the fresh black cracked pepper. My usual suspects with my spices. You see me use these if you are regular and watch all my cooking videos. This is going to be a really nice potato soup that's going to feed a flock. And since I don't have to slice my potatoes, I am going to mash them a little bit. This is a gadget that I picked up in the kitchen section at the Dollar Tree. And it's a potato masher. My husband absolutely loves it for the mashed potatoes. When we cook them in the potatoes in the crock pot and then put it in the stand mixer, then we use this to mash them up further. It's a great gadget. If you see this, scoop it up. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be adding the cream of mushroom soup right into the stock pot. And this is starting to come to a boil on the side, so I'm going to reduce the heat to about 2.5, 4. And then I mash the potatoes up right in the colander. I'm going to pop the potatoes into the bowl here, the pot here. And then I'm going to add the entire brick of cheese. I'm going to reduce the heat further when it bubbles again to low and let it simmer. Now I'm going to 3 teaspoons of the garlic. This is Dollar Tree garlic, and and it's leftover McCormick's, and it tastes really good. If you don't buy it, I recommend it. This is from Aldi. Our fresh black cracked pepper. I use it in all my recipes. Also leftover McCormick's. It's awesome. 3 teaspoons here. I had some leftover cheddar from my buffalo wraps, and I put it into the pot here. Just going to turn the heat up a little bit for now. Put it up to about 6. Let it bubble again. And I'm going to add a pinch of flour just to thicken it. This is what the potato cheese soup looks like from Dollar Tree. I'm going to put some in a bowl in a few minutes, and we're going to give it a taste test together. It smells absolutely amazing, and I'm sure it's delicious because I used chicken broth instead of straight water, and I seasoned it nicely with garlic and fresh black cracked pepper. And I'm going to just let this simmer for a couple more minutes before I serve it and try it. Here is what the potato cheese soup looks like, with mushroom pieces in it from the cream of mushroom soup. Nice and chunky, and it's delicious. And you can see the cheese in there too, just bursting out. I'm going to test the soup, now that it's cooled down. Look at all the nice chunks. It's so good. And there's definitely a lot of soup in this pot over here. I can easily serve 6. So great for a large family. I'm going to use pepper jack cheese. I had some leftover cheddar from Dollar Tree that I popped into the pot and added a couple of tablespoons of flour. I didn't do a pinch. And it thickened up nicely. If you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by. I'd like to thank each and every one of you, all the likes, dislikes, and views, and subscribers who love my channel and continue to support me. Thank you so much. Everyone means a lot to me. Don't forget to watch out for tomorrow's video with my before and after tablescape, all Dollar Tree gorgeous spring dishes. And if it's cold in your area, keep warm. If not, I'm jealous, and enjoy. Have a great day. Oh, and recipe will be included in the description box below.